We continue to learn more about the depth of Indonesian orchestral arrangement of songs and folk songs per se. This time we're gonna go into another orchestra. It's in the Jakarta Symphony Hall, and it's called Lela Ledhung, which was actually a song intended as a lullaby at the time, and then later it became super popular in the post-independence era of the Republic of Indonesia. And the deep lyrics of this song suggest that it was not only a lullaby, but an expression of parents and their love for their children, sort of praying and hoping for them.
Beautiful.
On this occasion, they utilized something called the Wlsk scale, which was arranged by ML for the orchestral arrangement of the song. There is a gamelan accompaniment theme to the song, and there's also a different explorations of the same scale to make it more of a symphonic orchestral arrangement, I guess. Let's give it a review.
Wow.
We keep learning, and we do want to go as deep as possible, as we've done with other parts of the world, and learning orchestral pieces. It's a good beginning.
Oh, wow. Such beautiful setting, though.
Is it toYogyakarta orchestral?
She's kneeling.
And she has to move forward.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, and he modulates the notes as well on
He
there.
does, yes. He also manipulates the sustain.
Because there's no pedal, he just has
Correct.
to
He holds it or lets it go.
deafens it.
It's just that positioning is so freaking awesome. So lifted. Wow, it's also very nasal, like sustaining the cheekbones.
Waleska's talking about the singing technique. And he's essentially playing that Pelog scale.
Correct. Up
On
and
loop.
down, yeah. It's really cool to hear it complemented by the strings, the pizzicato and the orchestra. Stunning! That is so cool!
Oh, he adds so much depth.
Wow, it's beautiful.
It can move in your ears.
It is.
And it's never like a pure falsetto or anything like that.
No. That's
Aw.
beautiful. That is so cool.
she projects, mate. She's got pipes. Wow.
Oh, that gave me goosebumps. This is gorgeous.
I really hope someone animates this.
Yeah, this is very
Similar to Jumbo.
cinematic. Yeah, I agree. Could you imagine this in a very emotional piece in a movie sequence? Oh, you would weep.
Oh.
That's impressive. That is so impressive.
It's such a gorgeous progression of
It is.
notes. So even if you don't understand it, that progression of notes, it ignites so many emotions viscerally.
Yeah, this scale is particularly interesting. And that vocal color, it changes everything about the impact of the song.
So look at the jaw. Well, I guess it's the cheeks more than the
very,
jaw.
Yeah, it's very fixed.
Come on, animate this, someone.
I would be crying.
What the fuck? Mate, I would be throwing flowers.
I would be crying. That was absolutely stunning. Even if you didn't know anything about the context of the song, this particular scale would have told you a story. And that's exactly what music is supposed to do. I do think that the usage of the sequence of note in particular, it's very forward to the idea of the gamelan bells being the main source of the melody.
Yep.
And the reason why for a lot of the folkloric singing in Indonesia, actually the sonic scale, if you would like to think about it that way, because it's not the Western do re mi fa sol sort of like sequence. It changes the sequence, so it also changes how it's perceived.
Yeah.
The melody is tense, but it's full of sweetness at the same time.
Well, it's because it's because of that tension that there are moments in that scale in which it becomes more elated, or things that you really feel the release. And obviously, in an orchestral arrangement, you can really
Take advantage
of that
yes.
with the strings, and essentially you elevate the frequency of the sound, and it fills out the room even more. And then that's when you start feeling that visceral reaction of tears.
Yes.
Interesting enough, I've always felt like this with orchestral pieces, and the modern generation, the Generation Z, the fucking TikTok kids, the tung 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 sahur lovers, they probably most likely won't have the patience or the ability to appreciate this type of stuff because in the way it is presented. I think if you present it in such an orthodox and rigid manner, maybe they will offer some resistance. But if you put it in like an animation in Indonesia, like Jumbo was very successful, or something else, or another movie that with Indonesian value to it and folklore and the traditional classical sounds, if you present it in a way that's just as accessible as that, people will fall in love with these melodies once again, because a lot of people feel like, oh, this generation won't see this or won't listen to this.
I do think that the way that it's presented will change
all that matters.
the way. Yeah, it will change, because it could be a contemporary love story in Indonesia. Like, it could be a metropolitan love story in Indonesia, and then the moment of big climax, this is the version that flutters to the surface. It will change the way that people see the particular song.
And you could even bring this to the West.
Yes.
You could bring this to many people, because I'm pretty sure, look, even if you grew up even if you don't speak Javanese, because obviously Indonesia has so many languages, you still felt something when you heard this. And that's the power of music.
Correct. I also have to give it up to that director. The musical composition was absolutely fantastic.
He's got a bit of a difficult name for me to say, but his name is Widyodinowantitro.
Okay.
Sorry, sir. I'm very sorry, sir. I like your work, sir. Goodbye, sir.